Here we have the Holystone HS210T. Now I did a review on the Holystone HS210F, and this is the V2 version. So let's take a closer look at this one and see the difference between the T and the F. So here's what you get in the box, and I already noticed a few differences right away between the F and the T. The batteries are different, also the voltage is different, and you get two batteries with this one. The F, you only got one, but this one comes with 3.85 volt, 500 milliamp hour single cell LiPo batteries. And then another difference is also the charger. So you get a charger with dual ends, so you could charge both batteries at the same time. The controller is also different. On the F, you have a little nub or whatever sticking up here for the antenna. This doesn't have it, although the controller does look very similar to the F. So here's the drone. Right away I can tell it has a different body style. Well, that's interesting. Look at that. These tilt. So that's very different from the F because the propellers on the F are in a fixed position. And then it's also one of those dual modes where you can either fly it around like a drone or you can drift it around on the floor. So it has land and sky mode as well. So I'm pretty excited to check this out because I think that is a really cool little feature that they added. So I got the battery charged up. Now I'm ready to take this HS210T for a flight. We'll test out all the modes. We have land mode and sky mode. Turn that drone on, turn the controller on, and then it's up, down to bind. And then we get a solid red light there. So this is the head of the drone, and then this is the tail. So there's three ways to take off. You can do auto takeoff, auto land. First, we're gonna calibrate the gyro, and they say to long press the auto takeoff, auto land button. Okay, well, you saw it do whatever it did there. It tilted the propellers. It flashed for a little bit. It went back to a solid state. So now the gyro is calibrated. Let's take off. So you just short press on the auto takeoff, auto land, and then hit up. And it is altitude hold, as you can see. We got a little bit of a drift. We're drifting to the left there. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna hold the left stick in, and then we're gonna trim it to the right, and let's trim it back because it's drifting forward. There, now we have a pretty good hold right there. Seems to be trimmed out all right, but that's how you use the trim. And you can either hit auto takeoff, auto land, or just put it down manually, but I'll hit the auto land. So the other way that they say you can take off is you can toss it. So let's see if the toss works. Yep. Kind of drifting away there, but the toss does work. All right, let's land that. And they're saying that you can also take off from land mode as you're drifting on the floor. So let's drift around. And they say to hit the auto takeoff. Whoa! You just got to be ready. When you take off, you're gonna go the direction you're going on the takeoff. Let's try that again. Let's drift around on the ground, and there we go. So that's the three ways that you can take off. Now let's check out some other modes. So let's fly around. We'll check out the speed. So this is the first rate here. Not a bad speed for the first rate. Let's hit this button here. 2 beeps. Yep, we get more pitch, and it's a little faster. Yaw speeds up a little bit too. Let's see if we have a third rate. Oh yeah, yeah. More pitch and more yaw. And it is fun in the third rate. Flies pretty good. So they also have this thing called high-speed rotation. So let's check out high-speed rotation. It's a long press on the speed button. So this is what they're calling high-speed rotation. It's supposed to only do it for 5 seconds and then stop, which it did. Now the next thing we're gonna check out is posture mode. What? I'm flashing low voltage already. How is that possible? So now I can't even, it won't let me go into any modes. Well, good thing I have a second battery, so I'm gonna put that in and try and get through the rest of the modes. But I can't believe that I'm in low voltage already. I had a green light on the charger saying that the battery was charged. So let's put the second battery in. Let's calibrate this again. All right, we'll take off, and I want to show you posture mode, which is this button right here. So you press it once. This is called tilt forward mode. So the head is higher than the tail. Now when you hit it again, it switches. Now the tail is higher than the front. That's pretty cool. But now this is called wiggle mode, which is the third press. So, oh, okay. Wiggle mode is when you hit forward and backward, it tilts the propellers. Actually seems like it makes it quicker than like in the third. Yeah, that's pretty fast. So there's one more mode, and that's called disco mode. So you hit it again, and let's see what what the all right, well, you'd think that that would be wiggle mode, but this is disco mode. When you hit forward, what the heck? So, well, I've never seen anything like that before. Oh, good thing we have the prop guards on those propellers. That's pretty crazy. But every time you change modes, the LED inside is a different color. So this is green, then we're blue for the tail mode. Green was the forward mode, and then this is wiggle mode, which is purple. You can see the purple, and then we have yellow for the disco. The disco is kind of crazy. Hit it after disco, you're back in regular flying mode. So those modes are kind of cool. So that is one cool improvement from the version 1, which is the HS210F. You use that same button for those posture modes. If you do a long press, it goes into circle fly mode. So it just flies around in circles like that. And while we're talking about the shoulder buttons, well, it went out of that by itself. So it only flies around in circles for a few seconds. But while we're talking about the shoulder buttons, that's an emergency stop as well. Oh, look, see, I'm low voltage already again. So flight time, actually not flight time, but low voltage gets detected pretty quick on this. So you really don't have much time to go through those modes. Good thing there is 2 batteries. So now I'm gonna have to charge the first battery I started with just so I could get through this demo. I still have to go through the 3D flips with this. And I didn't even get to drift it around in land mode. As I was saying, these top shoulder buttons here is emergency stop. If you hold it in, ooh, I was not ready for it to drop that fast, but that's emergency stop. All right, I'm back with a charged battery. Now maybe I can finish this out. So we have to do the flips. The flips are the right stick, you press in, and then you pick which direction. That was a back flip. Let's do a roll to the left, roll to the right. Ooh, yeah, struggled there on that one. Maybe because I went a little too fast. And then let's do a front flip. Yeah, it needs a little bit of room to rebound. Every time you press the light switch, it changes colors. And then we have headless mode. So to activate headless mode, you just hold the light switch in and you see how it's flashing. I'm just spinning around to show that it doesn't matter which way the drone's facing. If you hit forward, it's gonna go forward. If you hit backward, it's gonna go backwards. Same with right and left. So it doesn't matter which way the drone is oriented, it'll go whichever direction you toggle. So let's get out of that and let's go into land mode and do some drifting now. So as you can see, we're back in low voltage detection. So I'm just gonna fly it around and see how long it lasts after we're in low voltage. I can't believe how short the runtime is until you hit low voltage. Because once you hit low voltage, you really can't do anything other than just fly around. You can't do any other modes.
2 minutes later.
Oh. That's gonna be it. It doesn't want to give up. It doesn't want to give up. All right. Yeah, let's do the emergency stop, because hitting the auto land, it didn't want to stop. So I must say, Holystone, this is a very cool drone. I love the different modes. The posture modes are interesting to say the least, especially the disco one. That was a pretty fun mode, but everything else is kind of like a normal mini drone like this. And then the land mode is fun where you can drift around on the floor, but I do recommend you need a nice smooth floor, like a painted concrete floor like this, or laminate flooring like in your kitchen or dining room. That would be the perfect flooring for this. My only complaint is how quick it gets to the low voltage detection, because after that you can't do any modes, and then all you're doing is just flying around, which it's still fun. Holystone has given me a discount coupon that you can use if you want to purchase this drone. So I'll leave that coupon down in the description below, as well as a product link where you can pick one of these up. Thanks Holystone for sending me this. And if you're watching this and you haven't already, click the subscribe button, and I hope you join me on the next video.